mass and most students in a boarding school. Yes, when kids are in a boarding school, the parents had left them in the care of their school and the teachers. So mostly the outcome of those students are dependable on the teachers and the school. But we see that most kids left their home with distinctions. They left their home with what? Alphas, and getting the school, lo and behold, they are not doing well. And what could be the causes? How do they do their prep period? Is their prep period being supervised? Is there adequate timing for prep, afternoon prep, night prep? And how is this prep period being supervised? Some kids may be out there for prep while they are busy chatting, while some may even be sleeping. You see that the child that is chatting and sleeping while others are reading, that child will not be doing very well. So their prep period should be looked into. Make sure they are actually reading. Another thing is again is the teachers. How do they monitor these kids? The kids need to, especially in the hostel. How do they monitor them in the hostel? Did they take their siesta and everything, and did they read when they're supposed to read? If anything is missing, see that child will equally have problem. Another area I want to talk about is these kids. Some of these kids who go to boarding school end up, joining, that is being influenced by peer group, truancy. They don't study when they're supposed to study. You know, bad influence. So another thing is this is parents. You as a parents, when you go for visit, what do you actually do? Do you actually just go there to give them the goodies and forget about how is your studies? Are you having any challenges? If there's challenges, you can follow up with the teachers, with your child's class teacher. Report when you see any, and how will you know if there's any if you don't ask? So parents also have to, whenever they are around, whenever they come home, or whenever they come for visiting, they should follow up that particular child to know exactly what is going on in the school environment. So then in the areas of teachers I'm most concerned, these kids, are their notes up to date? Some of them don't copy notes. Had that copy note, and when a child that doesn't copy notes, how will that child read during the exam? So the teacher should make sure the child's notes is up to date. And the teachers to make sure he give in their best. Give in the best. If you go through their notes, you find some of those are scanty. And when you're there, buy a copy of your note self. So how will that child do? So the teachers should supervise these children. They are under their care. The parents are not there. The teachers should always be available for night prep. Yes, the teachers should always be available for night prep and for extra help. Or how could you na class it ends there? Because